On this day in 1836 in San Antonio, Texas, Colonel William Travis issues a call for help on behalf of the Texan troops defending the Alamo, an old Spanish mission and fortress under attack by the Mexican army. On this day in 1868, the U.S. House of Representatives votes 11 articles of impeachment against President Andrew Johnson, 9 of which cite Johnson's removal of Secretary of War Edward M. Stanton, a violation of the Tenure of the Office Act. The House vote made President Johnson the first president to be impeached in U.S. history. On this day in 1944, Major General Frank Merrill's guerrilla forces, nicknamed Merrill's Marauders, begin a campaign in northern Burma. Juan Perón, the controversial former vice president of Argentina, is elected president on this day in 1946. On this day in 1968, the Tet Offensive ends as US and South Vietnamese troops recapture the ancient capital of Hue from communist forces. On this day in 1969, after a North Vietnamese mortar shell rocks their Douglas AC-47 gunship, Airman First Class John L. Levito throws himself on an activated smoking magnesium flare, drags himself in the flare to the open cargo door, and tosses it out of the aircraft just before it ignites. For saving his fellow crew members in the gunship, Airman Levito was later awarded the Medal of Honor. Britain's Prince Charles announced his engagement to Lady Diana Spencer on this day in 1981. On this day in 1991, after 6 weeks of intensive bombing against Iraq and its armed forces, US-led coalition forces launched a ground invasion of Kuwait and Iraq as part of Operation Desert Storm. Elton John is knighted by Queen Elizabeth II at Buckingham Palace in London on this day in 1998. And Indian cricketer Sachin Tendulkar becomes the first player to score a double century in a one-day international cricket match during a game against South Africa. Let's take a look at a few birthdays today. Chester Nimitz, the American admiral who commanded the US Pacific Fleet in World War II, is born on this day in 1885. Actor Barry Bostwick, best remembered for his role as Brad Major in the Rocky Horror Picture Show, was born on this day in 1944. Four-time Formula One Grand Prix champion Alain Prost, nicknamed the Professor, was born on this day in 1955. American computer entrepreneur and co-founder of Apple, Steve Jobs, was born on this day in 1955. And actor Betty Zane was born on this day in 1966. Let's have a look at who passed away on this day. American actor Harold Ramis, who starred in movies such as Caddyshack, Stripes, and both the Ghostbusters movies, dies on this day in 2014 at the age of 69. And finally, on this day in 1968, the Rand Afrikaans University, or RAU, opens it in Johannesburg, South Africa, with Dr. Nico Diedrichs as its first Chancellor. RAU has since become the University of Johannesburg. Thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe to our channel and tune in tomorrow for another This Day in History.